my story and make a decision that they want to make an impact in their lives. So officially, welcome to this presentation of me sharing my story. My name is Garine Dalce, and I am a global director with a company called Total Life Changes. But before all of that, I want to tell you a little bit about who I am. Where I come from and how I ended up here. So about 7 years ago, I was the deputy director of the juvenile justice system in Washington, D.C. I am a single mom. I have two, well, now they're young adults. My son is 28, my daughter is 25. And I became a single mother my son was 3 and my daughter was 1. I had gotten divorced and I moved to this state. And, I could go on and on, but it's not really a pity party story type of thing, but really to get you to understand how sometimes things happen in life and your circumstance doesn't necessarily mean you have to stay where you are. Okay. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. So fast forward, I did get divorced, and a friend of mine said, Garine, you should just move to Maryland, start fresh with the kids. And I didn't have any support with the kids, but I decided to take that jump. I only knew one person out here, but I said, hey, you have 2 master's degrees, find yourself a job and just move. And so that's what I did. So fast forward, I ended up at a job where I was being sexually harassed, guys, and it was not a pleasant feeling. Can I tell you? I had just gotten my MBA and I thought I was going to work my way up the top and break the glass ceiling, but the vice president had another idea. And when I refused, I lost the job that next day. I got a call in the morning. Don't bother showing up. Guys, can I tell you, I had just purchased my first home, which was a big accomplishment for me because that is something that I did on my own without my ex-husband, that I just felt that I wasn't going to be stopped after this divorce, but this happened. I was out of work for 6 months. To God be the glory. I didn't lose my house, but it was a trying time. But you know what? Even during that time, my kids' tuition was still being paid. Don't ask me how, but I still found a way to pay their tuition. We still have food on our table. Okay. Fast forward, that's when I get the job with the government. And I loved my job. The young people who are committing crimes in this area in the DMV, when probation wasn't working for them, the judge sent them to my agency. It was then my responsibility and my team's responsibility to make a decision. What are we going to do with these young people? We do not want them to escalate into the adult system. What are we going to do? So I worked my butt off because I had a point to prove. Because once again, the assumption was, well, how did she get a job like this? Who did she sleep with to get it? Guys, let me tell you, corporate America is not, it's those memories are bringing back, I'm having flashbacks. But listen, I made a decision that I am not going to be stopped. I'm not going to allow people to put me in a box. I'm going to fight. I'm going to push, and I'm going to work and prove that I deserve to sit at that table. How many of you guys have been in a situation where you felt you need to prove why you were there? You need to prove why you had what you had. You have to prove. I'm tired of proving. And so because I was working with that mindset, I feel you, Renee. And because I was working with that mindset, can you understand that caused a level of stress in my body? Can you imagine waking up every day knowing that you have to go in there and be the best of the best? You're the first one in, last one out. Mind you, I'm a single mom with children who are in activities where I'm picking them up. I'm going to basketball AAU. I'm going to volleyball AAU. It was a hectic life, but I thought I'm managing it, right? I'm not going to mess up this opportunity. I was working for the government for over 20 years. My goal was to retire because I worked my butt off to get there. Okay. But let me tell you something. One day, I want you guys to type one day, because sometimes one day something can happen where your life can change, but that doesn't mean it ends. But one day, type one day. I want to make sure I'm interactive. Exactly. One day, I went for a physical. My yearly annual physical. The doctor, they come in and they look at what the person who comes in before the doctor takes your blood pressure and all this stuff. And he's looking and he's saying, Garine, I'm concerned about these numbers. These numbers have you at the stroke level. My doctor knew the type of job that I had. Matter of fact, as he's talking, I'm on my second phone because I'm the mayor's texting me or the chief of police is texting me. That's how stressful and busy my job was. He said, if your job is causing you this level of stress, it's not the job for you. You're a mom. If anything happens to you, what happens to your children? Can I honestly say I did not take the doctor seriously because I felt fine. They say high blood pressure is a silent killer. I felt fine. I thought, okay, he's overreacting, right? He just wants to put me on pills. This is what I was thinking. But my father died from a stroke. My mother has high blood pressure. And again, I'm not here to make any medical claims, but I'm telling you my story and how I got here. So the doctor says, I said to him, listen, I don't want to be on medication. What do I need to do? He said, you probably need a new job. Now that I wasn't trying to hear. He didn't understand. I lost an amazing job at a great big company out here through sexual harassment. I was out of work for 6 months. Are you kidding me? Looking for a job is a job in itself. So what else do I need to do, doc? He said, start exercising, watch your salt intake. He said, you don't have high blood pressure, but these numbers have me concerned. I should actually be sending you to the ER, which I refused to go because I had things to do. I didn't have time to sit in the ER. Don't be like me, guys. I thought I was the doctor and I'm telling him what to do, right? So I said, okay, let me make a decision. I saw what happened to my dad. Yes. He said, if the job is doing all this, Garine, it's not worth it. Is it worth it? You know, I had my lifestyle, making high 6 figures. I was able to put my kids in private high schools. They're getting ready to go to college. So I had to think things through. I had to sit down and process all of that. And I made a decision, you know what? I probably need to just find another job. I want you to pay attention. I said, I'll just find another job. Okay. Fast forward, I start networking because you're talking to a woman who's in government. So I wasn't really doing things outside of the government. I started networking. So I went to an event. This is another one-day moment. I went to an event in Philadelphia, 2 hours away, and I met a young woman. At the event, she came, she introduced herself to me. She said her name was Natalie Nicole Smith, and you know, she does hair, but she also has a nonprofit where she works with high-risk young girls. When she said that, a light bulb went off because I had young girls in the system. I didn't want them to graduate into the adult system for women. So I thought, I liked this young lady's style. I like the way she talks. Let me see what her organization is about. I can hire her company and contract with her to come and work and do some work with the girls. We exchanged information. I said, when you get to DC, call my assistant and let's schedule a time to talk and tell me about your organization. And Natalie did just that. She came in very professional, had a binder, told me about her program and what she can do for the girls in the DMV who were adjudicated. I said, I need her in here. And because of my position, I kind of was able to cut a lot of red tape. I got her in there. Natalie was doing an amazing job with the girls. Time went on. I told Natalie, listen, I'm going to be leaving this position. I didn't even have a job yet. I said, I'm going to be leaving this position. However, I'm going to make sure I connect you with the people who make decisions about contracts so your contract can be renewed. She said, why would you leave such a high, powerful position? Why would you leave? And I started telling her about my health situation. And this is where the story gets good. I didn't know who Natalie Nicole was. I wasn't on social media, but she said, I have something that can help you. And at the time, I wasn't like very big overweight. My skin had issues. My cheeks were puffy. My gut was big. So I'm working a sedentary job. I'm going from meeting to meeting, city council, mayor, just meetings. So what happens? You start eating fast food, telling my sister, go get me a slice of pizza real quick before the next meeting. Grab me some French fries, grab me this, grab me that. And then you go to work and so my stomach, I was carrying a lot of weight here, right? She said, I have something for you that'll help you with the blood pressure. So Natalie introduced me to what I want to talk to you about today, because I don't know who I'm speaking to today. I want you to understand the importance of your health. Your health, I don't care what you're doing in life. If your health is not intact, you can only go but so far. So Natalie introduced me to something called the ISOT. It's from a company called Total Life Changes. The headquarters is in Michigan. They've been around for over 20 years. I'd never heard of them. So she said this tea, Garine, is going to help reduce inflammation. This is an all-natural tea with just herbs, okay? And this blend is going to help. You can lose up to 5 pounds in a week. It'll help with inflammation and it'll help with the blood pressure. All I heard was ding, 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 blood pressure. I said, okay, let me try it. I lost 6 pounds my first 5 days. I lost 5 pounds the following 5 days, so 11 pounds in 2 weeks. But that's not what caught my attention. What I didn't share was the doctor said, during the next 2 weeks, I want you to go and get you a blood pressure cuff from the pharmacy. I want you to have a notebook and take your blood pressure twice a day and come and see me in 2 weeks. When I went back in 2 weeks, those numbers started to change. Those numbers, by the time I got to the doctor, were normal. I need someone to celebrate with me. Here it is 7 years later. I want you to see some fire in the chat. I want to tell you that I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. All I did was drink some tea. So I started off with the all natural. This is what the company started with. But then Natalie gave me the instant, because this version, you have to brew it. This one's open so you can see. It has 2 of these in here. You brew it, you let it steep. It makes a gallon and you drink 2 cups a day. That was too much for me. I'm going to be honest. Brew, steep, but this is the original. It's amazing. She then introduced me to the instant version. Now, let's be very clear. 7 years ago, the instant version was plain, tasted like water. We have upgraded. We now have tropical punch. We have tamarind flavor and we have watermelon flavor. And they're packs. You put in water, you shake and you drink, which was convenient for me. I'm going from meetings to meetings, so it's perfect. At lunchtime, put it in here, shake, drink. I'm excited because I'm not on blood pressure medication. Now, let me be honest, I'm kind of a believer. Why are we like this? I've already lost 11 pounds. The doctor already said, oh, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, but I'm still a little hesitant. What do? I call my line sister who works for the FDA. What do you think I said to her? I said, sis, I'm about to drop some tea off at your house. I need you to take it to work. I need you to tell me what's going on. I just can't believe that I've lost 11 pounds. I can't believe my blood pressure. These are all natural products. The ingredients are listed right in here. Ginger, chamomile, everything's in here. So what the tea does, it helps to cleanse out your intestine, your colon, and your kidneys, removing toxins from your body. And a lot of us have a lot of waste that helps with the increase of weight. Don't let that go over your head. Because the thing is, our colon, from years and years of eating, guys, yes, you may use the restroom, but however, a lot of it may be stuck to your colon. You've got to allow the tea to work and break that down and remove it from your body. So yes, I could understand how I lost 11 pounds in 2 weeks. But here's the kicker. Natalie said, Garine, do you take a vitamin? I said, honestly, when I get in my mood, 1st of January, I'm like, I'm going to get healthy. I go to CVS and buy some pills, Centrum 21 or whatever it's called, and then they expire. How many of you can attest to that? How many of you guys in your cabinet right now probably have something that expired? That was me. So she said, I want you to take this. She said, because you have been cleansing, Garine. Your body is not naturally going to say, hey, vitamin D, don't you go anywhere, come back in here. Because you're cleansing in the morning, you're going to the bathroom, all types of stuff are coming out. You want to replenish your body. And this is what the NutriBurst does. It replenishes you. One shot of this is like eating 10 salads a day, and it's a 98% absorption rate. How many of you guys take a vitamin now, whether it's a gummy or a pill? Your body has to break it down. Your body breaks it down and you only get about 45% of the nutrients. Guys, this is one of my favorites because while also the doctor said my vitamin D was low when I hit 40, iron was an issue. They wanted to give me 1,200 milligrams of vitamin D, told me to take iron pills. And what does iron pills do to you? Anyone know? When you take iron pills, what happens? Let's see if anybody knows what I'm talking about, who understands my dilemma. Let me see. Anyone know what happens when you take iron pills? Constipation. So here it is. I'm trying to get healthy, and now I'm taking an iron pill, was keeping toxins and waste in my body. It just didn't add up. But I didn't have to worry because this has everything I need in it. Plus, it had collagen. If you know, you know. So I started taking the NutriBurst. 7 years, and I'm on this strong. My whole family is on this. So if you know somebody, an aunt, a grandmother, your mother, everybody needs some NutriBurst. During the pandemic, I had no worries. Again, I'm not making income medical claims. I'm telling you my story and my customers' stories. Okay, this will help boost your immune system. There's a lot of stuff that's going on out here. It's time for us to take control. Take your life back. And then we have the NRG. This thing right here, we call it our happy pill. And again, it is all natural. There's an ingredient in here called 5-HTP. It helps with mental clarity. It helps with your mood, and it gives you energy. So if you're the person that's working late hours, you're the person that does overtime, you're the person that's just tired and you know you have stuff to do after work, take the NRG. You want an extra boost of energy to go to work, take the NRG. You're crabby in the morning, take your NRG. Oh, and by the way, you burn 300 calories. But enough about me. I actually want to introduce a woman who I want you to hear her story. I want you to hear why she loves the products and what her favorite products are. See, because it's important for you to hear from other people. Because yes, you hear from Garine, right? But who else has amazing story? Who else had somebody who just has a story to share? I want to introduce, let me put my glasses on so I can bring her on here. I want to introduce Shelia Kelly. She is a woman that actually, I don't want to tell her whole story, but Shelia is a breast cancer survivor. She's an amazing woman. She is a mom. She's a grandma. Okay. And her husband are living their best life. But she's getting ready to go on a trip. I'm a little jealous, but you know, I'm happy for her. Right. But I want you to hear her story because it's powerful. Not only could it help you, but it could help somebody that you know. Take it away, Shelia.
First of all, I want to say good evening to everybody. Thank you. Y'all put some fire in the chat for our coach, seven-figure Coach Garine Dalce. She is absolutely amazing. Thank you, Coach Green, for everything that you do for us. Yes, I would love to share my story with you guys. I'm gonna make it as short as possible, but y'all listen, when you have been a part of an amazing company like Total Life Changes, and it has done exactly. Total Life Changes is not just a company with the name Total Life Changes. For me, it has totally changed my life. I've been in the business for 4 years, and when I started the products, I tried the products like Coach Garine, and the first 5 days, I lost 7 pounds. At that time, I was in pre or perimenopause. By show of hands in the chat, how many of you are over 40? If you're over 40, if you're 40 plus, raise your hand in the chat. I'm 55, and I know I don't look like it because you know I've been on my products. I've been on my NutriBurst, honey. I've been on this NutriBurst, which gives me like some amazing energy. This product, and I'm talking about my experience, y'all. This product, when I actually was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 4 breast cancer. And I know, guys, I don't look like it, and I say that because I boast on the Most High God and on these products. They have just been that amazing for me, y'all. This product has biotin in it. It has biotin, which is excellent, is an excellent source for your hair, skin, and your nails. And if I was to take off this wig, y'all would be like in a year and a half time. If y'all would see how amazing my hair and how fast my hair has grown, you would just be blown out the waters. But what I want to share with you guys, not only has these products helped me with during the time that, well, I say the NutriBurst, during the time that I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It gave me energy. It nourished my body on days that I couldn't eat, but I was taking my NutriBurst, and all of my doctors, y'all, I was under 4 different doctors, and all of them, they would look at your medicine and look at the things that you were taking in, if you were taking any supplements. This was the one supplement they said, oh no, that you got to keep taking this one. And I'm so glad that I did, because it actually changed my life. It helped me get through a very, very tough time. But I want to talk to you guys about, talk to you ladies, and some of you may have clients that are 40 plus years. And I want to talk to you about menopause or perimenopause, and how this product has really helped. These two products have really helped me during that time. So again, I'm 55, and so I'm going through like the hormonal imbalancement type of thing. And one of the things that really, really works for me is taking in more magnesium. Okay. You can find magnesium in the NutriBurst, and you can find magnesium in your NRG. So for someone like me who has recovered, I've been saying for a long time, I'm recovering, but I have recovered from breast cancer. I had a double mastectomy, and then I had last year, next month will be a year since I had reconstructive surgery. And so you got to understand that it takes a lot of energy to be able to do anything. And the mere fact that I'm back in the gym, I am living my best life, as Doreen said. I have the energy that I need, and that's because these products help to feed my and nourish my body. And so again, these products have magnesium in it. The doctors will tell you, do your research, use your chat GPT. But when you are 40 plus years of age, you know, you need that magnesium in your body. You're talking about green leafy vegetables. NutriBurst has those vegetables, and they want you to have lots of fruits. NutriBurst has 18 fruits and vegetables in them, right? They want you to have, you know, just really, really good lean fruits and vegetables and meats, right? So think about this. When you have your clients that are going through perimenopause or menopause, then you want to interest them in these products. They have been so pivotal in my life, because I get up in the morning time, y'all, and they're really good, you know, products for those people, for those of us who that are perimenopause and menopausal, because the NRG has that 5-HTP in it. When you're going through, you know, menopause, you tend to have like brain fog. Game changer. Game changer for me. I'm telling you, it's going to really help you to get up and be able to focus, to get through and leverage your work days, leverage your time around your house with your family. I'm very active. Garine knows this. I'm very active. I'm a very active wife, grandmother. And I don't know how I would do it if I didn't have my NRG. Like these y'all got to know that these are some really, really great products. Try them for yourself. We were talking about, I think Doreen mentioned about inflammation. Couple of things. When you're going through menopause, a lot of times you know, if depending on what type of foods, what kind of diet you have, you will experience some inflammation, joint pain, soreness, puffiness, you know, and bloating. Well, to get all of that toxic stuff that you put in your body, you want to grab your cleanse. It's going to wash it out. My mom, I'll give this testimony, and I'll go ahead and close. My mom, we gave her a birthday celebration here a couple of weeks ago. And you know, I couldn't resist. I'm not perfect, and we're not claiming to be perfect or anything on here, but you know what? I ate the strawberry pie. I ate it. And that sugar, you know, again, it tends to you know, to give you some inflammation. And so what I did, and what I love about it, is that I came home, I drank my tea, and you know, the next few days, my body was just cleansed and purified from the inflammation that, you know, that I had experienced. So again, these are some amazing products, y'all. I listen, it's just a win-win. They're all natural. I love it. I love natural products at this stage and point in my life as well. And so you guys should definitely take a look at using these products as well. Thank you, Coach Garine, for giving me this opportunity.
You so much, Sheila, for sharing. I really appreciate this. Yes, everyone drop some fire in the chat for Miss Sheila. I'm trying to change the screen real quick. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Yes, drop some fire in the chat for her. When I heard her story, and actually when I saw her hair, I said, Sheila, you have got to tell people about this because, it's like, okay, yeah, buy a 10. But when you see the results and to see her energy every single day, she's being an amazing grandparent. She's taking care of her mom, she's spending time with her husband. So I'm just grateful that she believes because she experienced it. So I really want you to give you the opportunity, whoever invited you, to let them know that you want to try the products, right? Whatever you may be going through physically, we have something to help you. Now, what I want to do is I want to change this a little bit because I need you to understand how I got here. And so over time, my staff at work started noticing a change in me. They said, Garine, your face is slimming down. Your mood, because we're going from meeting to meeting, right? Your mood, like what is going on? And I was sharing, guys, I lost this, what are you doing? And so what I would say to them is, listen, Natalie introduced these products to me. And if you want these products, you have to get them from her. And so I would give them Natalie's information. After the 8th person, it was 8 people that asked about the product. I called Natalie and I asked her for a sit down. I said, let's have lunch. I probably scared her because she probably thought I was ending her contract or something, right? And so I called her and I said, can we have lunch? I really wanted to talk to you. She said, sure. We sat down and I said, I need you to really tell me more about these products because I've noticed a change in myself based on what I've been sharing with my staff. They want the products. So tell me more. And again, at that point, I didn't even know Natalie's story. So Natalie, right, is a young lady. She went to Howard University, graduated, and she'll tell you she couldn't keep a job. It just wasn't her thing. So she started doing hair. She opened up a salon, a boutique, right, selling hair, doing all these things. She was a bottle service girl. She wanted fast money. But what happened? She saw someone on Instagram, and she too decided, let me go ahead and try these products. So Natalie had paid over $70,000 in her student loan debt. I have 2 masters, so I'll let you do the math, how much student loans I have, okay? How is it that she was able to do that? How is it that she was able to retire her mother and father? How is it that she's taking care of her grandparents? How? I needed answers. So I said, tell me about the company, tell me about the products. She said, well, the company is called Total Life Changes. The owner is Jack Fallon. He actually started the company 20 years ago, working on the assembly line at Ford Motors in Michigan. He started the company with the NutriBurst. He knew that his people around him at work needed to be healthy, but it was more than that. Even though they're working in the factory, working overtime, tired, he said if people could earn an extra $1,000 extra a month, he could help increase middle-class America. Got with the doctor and started the company with the NutriBurst. Started selling NutriBurst in the trunk of his car. We are now almost at $1 billion company. The company ships in over 178 countries. So when she started telling me this, I'm on Google looking because I had never heard of Total Life Changes. And she said, they pay us 5 ways. And so I want to talk to you today. How many of you guys could use an extra $1,000 a month? That's $250 a week. That's gas money. How many of you guys could use an extra $2,000 a month? That's $500 a week. That is a car. Matter of fact, my car insurance is due today. I'm about to go pay it. Right? The water bill, your cell phone, the internet. Guys, when I heard that, mind you, I am making over 100,000. I'm making high 6 figures salary. But when I heard that, I immediately thought, I'm telling you my story. I don't know about anybody else, but I said, ooh, I can take more vacations because I love taking vacations. That's what I was thinking. An extra $1,000 I could put in, I could upgrade my suite. I could do a suite. This is how I'm thinking. The kids and this is how I was thinking. So I said, okay, Natalie, how do we get paid? She said, the company pays you 5 ways, Garine. She said, how many ways you get paid? I said, I don't understand. My job pays me twice a week. Twice a month. I get a check every other week. She said the company gives you 5 different ways to make money with the company. So I'm going to share the first 3. The first way is retail. Remember back when I said I sent Natalie 8 people? That's because the company gives you a state-of-the-art website. As long as you have Wi-Fi, internet, a phone, you can make money. So all she did was she gave the people the website that the company gave her. The company provides you with a state-of-the-art website. The people go online and order, and the company ships the product directly to the customer. So every time Natalie sold a bottle of NutriBurst, she made $20. She sold a month's supply of tea, she made $20. She sold a month's supply of the NRG, she made $20. $250 a week makes you $1,000 a month. How many of you guys know at least 2 people that need some vitamins? How many of you know at least 2 people? Drop it in the chat. How many of you know some people that need this tea? How many of you know at least 2 people that they funky and they need the NRG because their mood stinks? Whether it's your boss or somebody else. Somebody said my friends. So they need the products, and the products are consumable, which means they're going to come back and get more. I've been in this business for 7 years. I walked away from that high figure salary in 2019. Do the math. I started out with $60. At that time, we were getting checks. That was cute. The day I decided that, oh, I can really make some money here is when I got a check for $500. How many of you guys at this moment, if you got a check for $500, you probably would do a praise dance? I want to see some, who, if right now you were to get $500, how many of you guys would do a praise dance? I did a praise dance. I was so excited. I was calling, I can't believe y'all were laughing at me. You know, I just made $500 and we get paid every week. That's because people love the products and they were coming back. I was telling everyone, I lost 6 pounds first week. Hey, my blood pressure. Hey, this, hey, that. People started ordering. That's why I asked you, how many of you know people that want to lose weight, that want to get healthy, that need to cleanse? How many people need this? How many people? And listen, we have so many other products. I don't even want to get into it. So that's the first way of pay. That's called retail. Okay. And let me tell you, the retail is online, but I took my retail a step further. You see these products that I have here? I actually sell this. Because there are people now, they know I have products on hand, will call me and say, hey, this lady ordered 4 bags of this. And she sent me, she Apple paid me. Because when you have products on hand, that's cash on demand. So I make money both ways retail. You see this box? This is a month's supply. But when I go to events, I sell each one for $5. This is a month's supply is $60. So if I'm selling each one for $5, okay, I'll let you do the math. You know, I'll stop there. So the first way we get paid is retail. The second way we get paid is called the fast start bonus. All it simply means is your customer decides that they want to join the business. The company will give you a bonus, right? For anybody that joins and says they want to start their own franchise. So let me pick a name. We have Denise on here. Denise says, okay, I want to join. Whoever invited Denise, she says, I want to join. Denise is going to pay $60 for your business starter kit. That includes your state-of-the-art website. It will include 3 of these for free training materials. So you can take 1 of these to use to start using the products, and 2, the other 2 you can sell each for $25. Boom. And you have to order a product. So whatever product you order, the person who invited you here, Denise, they're going to make $20 for the product you purchase, per product you purchase. So if you purchase tea and NutriBurst, they will get $60. That's the bonus. And it only happens when someone signs up. So there are people who focus on retail and fast start bonus. So again, I was intentional in asking you how many people you know need these products. How many of you know somebody who could use an extra $1,000 a month, an extra $2,000 a month? Then the third way of pay is when you start making residual income. And that's how I became a 7-figure earner. But before I became a 7-figure earner, guys, listen, I was just telling everybody my story. and giving them my testimony. And people wanted the products at church, at the kids' games. Everybody was getting the products. So the cash was rolling in. But what happened is people now started to want to join my team. And my team started growing. And because I had 2 people on my team, the company started paying me residual income. I got paid 3 times. So now when I sold products, the company gave me an extra 10 to 20% on based on the number of products I sold, only because I had 2 people on the team. But we would get into that. I won't even get into 4 and 5, but trust me, they're amazing. Right now, we're getting ready to go to Detroit for our big convention. People are about to walk on stage and be recognized, get rings, new ranks. Super excited. We're building an amazing community here. I want to encourage you. Take a chance on you. The reason I started is because of my health situation. I'd never heard of this company. Think about the many people that could use these products. They just don't know about it. And all it takes is you. Take a chance and make that pivot. Maybe you just want to get healthy. That's amazing. Get back to the person that invited you. And I want you to do something for me. I want you to text them right now and tell them what you love most about what you heard today. From my story, from Sheila's story. Tell them what you love most. And get your products and join our team. 152. Where are they starting businesses for $200-$300? Where? It's all about the Wi-Fi, internet, and you being a testimony. And until you have a story, use our stories. So my name is Garine Dalce, and it was a pleasure speaking with you tonight. And I hope to see you on the other side, on the Total Life Changes side, right? So we can work together because we have trainings and we show people how to run their businesses. Well, thank you for joining me. Get back to the person that invited you. And like I said, I hope to see you on the other side. Bye-bye, everyone.